There are few better places to experience nature's splendor than the Serengeti. Here, well-known creatures raise families next to others less celebrated. Competition can be fierce for territory, food, and rights to mate. Never-ending journeys are endured, beset with challenging obstacles. Water worlds boast stunning beauty and high drama. Here is nature in all her diversity, vigorous and unbound. In the vast continent of Africa, on its eastern shores, lies the country of Tanzania, a place where nature stakes her generous claim. Its epic wilderness areas are home to an astonishing cast of creatures based in the Serengeti ecosystem. With the surfeit of prey, whose presence in large numbers is dictated by the seasons, hunters are spoiled for choice. It takes very little to spook a herd, ever on high alert. An unseen rustle in the grass detonates a small explosion of fleeing bodies. On the move, the great migrating herds are seeking their own nourishment in the form of fresh grasses. Even when unengaged in hunting, the mere presence of a big cat is enough to worry a large herd. Cats are known to play with their food. A lioness's intense focus leads to an explosive commitment. But hunting is a numbers game, and a lone lioness will fail 4 times out of 5. Making a hunter's life challenging are the seasonal fires. A grassless, scorched plain offers nowhere to hide, an issue for both the pursuer and the pursued. A hunter's success is dependent on a number of factors. One of these is the fitness of the prey. Another is the number of the hunters. There is no advantage for this coalition of cheetahs with all 4 approaching from the same angle. Cheetahs, the fastest land mammal, can only maintain high speeds for a short time for fear of overheating. The stockier lioness ventures onto a salt plain in search of the resident impala. Alone, she's compromised as a hunter. If her prey is fit, it's also too fast to catch. She needs a hunting partner. The cheetah coalition is inexperienced and still practicing solitary hunting. The young and the vulnerable are targeted first. A solitary cheetah's success at hunting largely depends on how close it can get to the prey before starting its chase. When you've mistimed your run, the last thing you need is an audience. With a fearsome reputation, the Cape buffalo is widely regarded as one of the most dangerous animals in Africa. With its considerable bulk, strength, and lethal horns, it doesn't neatly fit into the category of prey. But prey it is, to only one predator here in the Serengeti ecosystem. And to make a success of a buffalo hunt, teamwork is essential. Inexperienced and uncoordinated young lions stand little chance of penetrating that wall of muscle to target the young. Injury in almost all cases in the Rift Valley ends in a swift death. Cats have always shown curiosity, even nervousness, when faced with something rarely encountered. An injured vulture. Amongst the wildebeest herds is a much maligned predator whose hunting technique doesn't include the neatness of a suffocation. Spotted hyenas eat their larger prey alive. It's still believed that hyenas are primarily scavengers. But lions scavenge from hyena kills more than the other way around. Because of their shared territories and prey, they're in direct competition with each other. But no hyena would take on a Cape buffalo. That's a singular job for the experts. Breaking from the relative safety of the herd, aggression is the buffalo's primary tactic. But given the tiniest opportunity, the lioness seeks a spinal bite hold. Normal lion hunts are primarily female assignments, with the male taking over after the event. But in some instances, the males pull their considerable weight. The herds oust the reinforcements. Lions will suffocate their prey, more a safety measure than a courtesy. Once dead, those horns can do no damage. A big kill like this can fill pride bellies for many days. Also hungry, with an eye on a Grant's gazelle and her offspring, is a black-backed jackal. To get to the youngster, the jackal has to get past its mother. Both find themselves in a circular standoff. It seems as if neither one will back down. But the fawn is oblivious to the threat. The jackal eventually backs off. In some areas, lions have made hunting large prey a rule rather than an exception. Adult giraffes can be taken on by an experienced team, but why go large when small is such an easier catch? Giraffe young have a high mortality rate. Between 50 to 75% of calves don't make it to adulthood. An adult giraffe's main defensive weapons are its legs. One well-armed kick can kill a lion. But as with most prey animals, the first instinct is to run. The young giraffe cannot keep up with its longer-legged parent, so they've adopted a survival strategy. The parent leads the young calf away. Once far enough from the threat, the two split up and the calf hides. unfortunately, not well enough. The mother too far away can do nothing. Dragged into shade, the bounty is shared by the lioness and her own offspring. Years of maternal care snuffed out in an instant. Giant concentrations of flamingos enjoy the benefits of mineral-rich hot springs. A pair of golden jackals preys on the outskirts of the flocks, hoping to snag an unwary wanderer. Jackals are opportunistic hunters, canny and persistent. But this is not the terrain for an ambush. Half concealed, the jackal now waits for a passerby. Telltale splashes of webbed feet incite action. Near an acacia forest, the migratory herds have settled, but the presence of predators still keeps them on their hooves. During a 3-week period, the wanderers of the plains pause long enough to give birth to the next generation. It's believed that the veritable glut of calves means that no predator could dent the population, giving the surviving majority a chance to grow up. Hunting at this time of the year is not the honed skill it usually is. The herds swell by up to 500,000 calves. Lions and hyenas take what they can, but the wildebeest endure by weight of numbers. Thompson gazelle forms also arrive at this time. But despite its herd baiting, the cheetah has designs on the adult Thompson male. Cheetahs hunt in areas where lions and hyenas are inactive. Its phenomenal speed is breathtaking. Its technique includes tripping the fleeing gazelle with a strong dew claw, and then, like the lion, suffocating it. After a chase, the cheetah has to recover for many minutes before feeding. The wildebeests start their new march, a massive migratory movement that continues its endless journey, passed on from one generation to the next. Sometimes distracted with infighting amongst themselves, they may fail to notice a bigger problem coming their way. The lioness is alone, but her timing is first class, the water giving her a slight advantage.